very often make comparisons between two or more similar objects, animals, persons, and the like. We use adjectives to compare and contrast qualities. Rita and her sister Sophie are shopping for clothes. Rita wants to buy a new dress. Listen to what they say. Which dress do you like? I like the green one there. Really? What about this one here? This green and orange one? I think the green one looks more stylish. But it is also the most expensive one. The other one is cheaper and as attractive. Okay, I'll go with the green and orange dress then. Notice that in this conversation, the words more stylish, most expensive, and cheaper have been used to compare and contrast the dresses. These are adjectives of comparison. You have learned that there are 3 degrees of comparison. What are they? They are the positive degree, the comparative degree, and the superlative degree. The positive degree of the adjective is the adjective itself. The comparative and the superlative degrees are formed by adding ER and EST respectively. For example, the adjective clean is in the positive degree. The comparative degree of clean can be formed by adding ER, cleaner. The superlative degree of clean can be formed by adding EST, cleanest. Add ER and EST to the following words to form their comparative and superlative degrees. Tall, taller, tallest. Neat, neater, neatest. Bold, bolder, boldest. Remember, we usually use than with the comparative degree and we add the before the superlative degree. For adjectives ending in Y, the comparative and the superlative degrees of an adjective can also be formed by removing Y and adding IER and IEST to a word. For example, the word pretty is in the positive degree. To form its comparative degree, we remove the Y and add IER, prettier. To form its superlative degree, we remove the Y and add IEST, prettiest. Let's form the comparative and superlative forms of the following adjectives. Funny, funnier, funniest. Lazy, lazier, laziest. Dry, drier, driest. Adjectives with more than 2 syllables form the comparative and the superlative degrees by adding more and most, respectively, before the positive form. For example, the adjective valuable is in the positive degree. By adding more, we get the comparative degree of the word, more valuable. By adding most, we get the superlative degree of the word, most valuable. There are some adjectives which have two syllables yet do not form the comparative and the superlative degrees by adding er or est. They use more and most to form the comparative and superlative degrees respectively. For example, the comparative and superlative degrees of the word modern are more modern and most modern respectively. Similarly, the comparative and superlative degrees of foolish are more foolish and most foolish respectively. Finally, there are some adjectives that completely change form when used in the comparative and superlative degrees. For example, the comparative degree of the word little is lesser and the superlative degree is least. The comparative degree of the word good is better and the superlative degree is best. Let us see how well we have learned adjectives. Fill in the blanks with the correct degrees of the adjectives given in the brackets. What is the correct degree of the adjective to be used here? We should use the positive degree of the adjective here. What is the correct degree of the adjective to be used here? We should use the comparative degree heavier here as we are comparing. What is the correct degree of the adjective to be used here? We should use the superlative degree best here. What is the correct degree of the adjective to be used here? We should use the positive degree here. What is the correct degree of the adjective to be used here? We should use the superlative degree funniest here.